Hey guys, I've been thinking about this for a while, didn't really know exactly how to approach it, but I have some ideas now. And I think it's important for me to share with you because maybe it could help somebody out and kind of help to shape your perspective in a way that's going to be beneficial to our world as a whole. There have been so many things that have transpired over almost a year's time now, longer for some people in different locations in the world. But yeah, global unrest and so many different things. I can't even really begin to go into it because it would make the video too long, and yeah, nobody has that type of attention span anymore. But the crux of what I'm getting at is that we're much stronger together than we are divided. You may believe certain things that I don't, and vice versa, but at the end of the day, we're all people and we deserve to be treated with respect by one another. Now, specifically in this video, I'm going to be talking about the division that's created by more or less a cult of personality and different sides that have been created for us to gravitate towards so that we can have some sort of a league or alliance with a side, one or the other, sort of like sports teams, right? You know, there's some people who really like sports team A as opposed to sports team B, and they fight over this stuff, sometimes to the death. All right, when we're talking about something like a soccer ball, or I guess you'd say a football in other locations, it's pretty crazy. But at the end of the day, I think any one of us, well, most people could step back and see, hey, it's a sport. But I think what's harder to step back away from for many people is the idea of politics and people that are considered to be so important. Now, one thing that's happening in the United States, and what I have realized by interacting with people from around the globe, much more so than I have ever in the past before things became so isolated. I've reached out on the internet to people all over. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm seeking it out, but yeah, they just happen to be from other places. There's so much revolving around the presidential election in the United States. And here's my take on it. Now, you may say, I'm no good for this, whatever, but I've never voted in my life. Do you think I'm wrong for that? Well, once again, you think maybe differently than I do. Maybe you agree. But here's the reason why. If a person becomes the president of the United States, probably leader of any, country in the world, that person has to be willing to be on board with a variety of things that are evil, that are wrong, and that hurt people. Okay? War, various sanctions against different countries, the list goes on. And I'm going to say this, I would not invite either Joe Biden or Donald Trump to my house for dinner, for a get together, for anything. There are a couple reasons for this. Number one, I don't know them. Okay? We don't have a relationship. And number two, I don't have respect for these people in regards to morals. Okay? I'm not saying I'm the best person in the world, but over the years, I have come to understand things that are good and things that are bad, and I didn't always have the understanding. Done a lot of dumb things in the past, which I think most people can say they have. But the thing is that I don't want to support people that are going to be doing things such as, well, look into the past of these people, all right, objectively, and you can see. I don't need to tell you. You probably already know. And if you don't know, it's just a little Google away. It's a little Google away. And you can find out the very checkered past of both of these particular candidates and going back of all the different candidates before. All right? They flip, they flop on what they say their viewpoints are. They pander to people in different groups, telling them things that they want to hear. And then when they get into office, they usually don't do these things. Or they say a lot of different things to make people happy, but it's just talk. And like I said, at the end of the day, they have to be willing to be on board with violence against people, violence against lands, all right, and punishment and cruelty and loss of the freedom of speech. So many different things that are important to us. And you know what? I think you and I could be friends. If you're watching this, I think we could be friends. I don't care where you're from. I may not understand you, but if you're listening to this, you probably speak English. So maybe we could have a nice conversation. There are going to be some things that we disagree on. But at the end of the day, we should and we deserve to treat one another with respect. That's going to make us both feel good. I don't want to hurt you. Hope you don't want to hurt me. But by picking one of these sides, by allowing us to be polarized, we turn on one another, and that just hurts everyone. I'm not going to fight for Donald Trump. I'm not going to fight for Joe Biden or any of these other myriad of people who have come in the past and will probably come in the future. They're not my friends. I simply don't know them. Never will. They're not going to invite me anywhere. And you know what? If they did, I would decline. I don't want to be in company with them. Simple as that. And that's just from the things that I know. Okay? If the things that I know are true, which you could see these things, this is not hidden. What about the things that I don't? I have some things that you don't know that maybe you'd say, I don't want to, be around you. That's fine, or whatever. But my influence isn't that which can cause major destruction. Okay? I guess maybe Trump didn't get elected. I don't know. It depends who you ask. Some people are very happy about this. It's not even like an outcome yet, guys. It's a weird thing. I don't know what's going to happen. Voter fraud, all these different things. I don't know. But there have been people, they're going to be very happy. If things get switched somehow, they're going to be very sad. There's been violence over these guys. Man, they're a couple of guys. They're a couple of old guys who, quite frankly, are beyond retirement age, who have millions, if not billions of dollars, and really they could just be hanging out with their family, traveling, enjoying what life is about, being nice people. All I could say is, look at the interactions even between these two individuals. I saw one debate. I said, let me just see what this is about. I work with preschool children, and my preschool children have learned more than them on the whole. And they're like 5 or under. Okay, guys? Bickering, name calling, just ridiculous stuff. They'd be sitting in timeout if they're in my classroom, or whatever we call it, time away. A thinking place. They need to think about their actions because they're reprehensible. They're not something that should be displayed by people, and definitely not by people in authority who are supposed to be leading people in a great way, in the way they should go. So there you have it. Do you know these people? Do you really think you'll ever know them? Yeah, maybe you might meet them, but will you really know them? Do they really care about you? I would pretty much guess the answer to that is no. So if the person you don't like gets into office, are you going to do violent things? Are you going to be like the person that you think they are that's so terrible? Are you going to be like them? Are you going to shout at people? Are you going to set things on fire? Are you going to break things? Are you going to do harm to other people? Then you're just like they say they are, maybe even worse. So let's consider that, man. We're people, man. We're related. You be kind to one another, and don't let them divide us. Take a step back. You may have a really strong feeling about these things. You may really hold this stuff near and dear, but take a step back. Is it true? Is it based in reality, or is it based in what we're told over and over and over? How we should think, what we should be concerned about. I hope that you can choose peace and love and harmony with people. We don't have enemies. China is not my enemy. I mean, what in the world? Chinese people or, Afghani people or, I've met people from all over. People as a group are not my enemy. Can have friends in any country, any location in the world. There can be some nice people and some mean people. Some people you want to be friends with, some people you don't want to be friends with. Anywhere. All right? But a place is not the enemy, and a whole people is not an enemy. Simple as that. But the more you know about these people that are supposed to be in a position to care for us, I can't do anything but just say, nah, I'm not interested in what you have to offer. Anyway, comment below. I don't get really too many comments. Let me know what you think. And if you like the video, you know what to do. If you want to see more, you know what to do as well. Anyway, that's all I have. And I hope that you kind of get the point from these different words. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.